Did you know that almost all of your professional value is invisible? Not 10%, not half, almost all of it. Right now, while you're stressing about a small salary increase, worrying about bills, and wondering when life will finally feel easier, there are skills you already have sitting quietly inside you that could be worth 10 times your income if you simply package them differently. And here's the part nobody tells you. Someone, somewhere, is already making money from something you can do naturally. They're building a business around it. They're charging for it. They're scaling it. Meanwhile, you might still be calling it just something I'm good at. Today, I'm going to show you how to uncover your hidden assets and turn them into income streams. Not complicated theories, not motivational fluff, just clear, practical understanding that can change how you see your value starting today. Let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever said this before? It's nothing special. Anyone can do it. Most people say that about their strongest abilities, and the reason is simple. The things that feel easiest to you often feel hardest to someone else. You don't notice your strengths because you live inside them every day. They feel normal, they feel obvious, they feel basic. But normal to you can be extraordinary to someone else. Right now, millions of hardworking people are trapped in the same cycle. Wake up, go to work, do your tasks, get paid, repeat. Week after week, year after year. What's surprising is that even people earning good salaries feel stuck, not because they're lazy, not because they lack ambition, not because they don't work hard, but because they're only paid for visible work, not invisible value. Visible work is what your employer sees you doing. Invisible value is what you actually understand, what you can solve, what you can fix, and what you can improve. And here's the truth most people never learn. Invisible value is where real money lives. So let's start with the foundation. Step one is discovering your hidden assets. Your invisible assets are the things you do naturally that others struggle to do at all. They're usually skills you don't even think about anymore because they feel effortless. Maybe you're someone who organizes chaos quickly, explains confusing ideas simply, solves problems fast, spots mistakes instantly, calms people down, negotiates smoothly, fixes broken systems, or makes complicated things feel easy. You've done these for so long that you stopped recognizing them as valuable. But here's the shift you must understand if you want to grow financially. The market does not reward effort. The market rewards usefulness. It doesn't matter how hard something is for you. What matters is how helpful it is for someone else. You might struggle for hours doing something people won't pay for, while someone else earns quickly doing something that feels easy to them. That's not unfair. That's how value works. Pause mentally for a moment and think. What do people always come to you for help with? Not once, not twice, repeatedly. Is it fixing devices, giving advice, editing messages, explaining lessons, solving conflicts, or planning things? That pattern is not coincidence. That pattern is evidence. It's the world quietly pointing to where your natural value lives. Let me tell you a simple story. There was a man we'll call Sticks. He didn't start rich. He didn't have connections. He didn't have a special background. He started with something most people overlook every day: cleaning. Most people saw a mop. He saw reliability. Most people saw a low-status task. He saw a predictable income stream. He realized something powerful most people never think about. Dirt doesn't care about the economy. Mess never goes out of demand, and people will always pay to avoid inconvenience. So he stopped selling cleaning. He started selling peace of mind. That one mental shift changed everything, because when you sell a task, people compare prices, but when you sell relief, people compare outcomes, and outcomes are worth more. There are only two categories of skills in the real world. The first is commodity skills. These are skills anyone can do. When 10 people can perform the same task the same way, the price drops because you're replaceable. Replaceable skills create competition, and competition pushes income down. The second category is proprietary skills. This is where wealth hides. A proprietary skill isn't just what you do, it's how you do it differently. Your thinking process, your approach, your method, your system. If many people can do your job, but only you can produce your specific result, you become valuable. Your mission is simple. Figure out what you do differently, not what you do, how you do it. Now that you've identified your abilities, we need to test them, because not every skill produces income, but certain types always do. Run your skills through 3 filters. First, does your skill help people make money faster? If yes, businesses will pay quickly, because anything that increases revenue is valuable. Second, does your skill prevent loss? If your ability stops mistakes, delays, penalties, or problems, people will pay even faster. People pay more to avoid pain than to gain pleasure. Third, does your skills save people time? Time is the only resource nobody can replace. Money lost can be earned again. Time lost is gone forever. If you give someone their time back, you instantly increase your worth. Here's a powerful truth. People don't pay for effort, they pay for results. Your client doesn't care how long you worked, they care that your problem disappeared. And the more painful the problem, the higher the payment. Most people think money comes from exciting ideas, but reality shows something different. Some of the most profitable businesses in the world are boring, not flashy, not trendy, not viral. Simple, predictable, everyday services. Why? Because boring problems happen every day, and daily problems create daily income. The person solving consistent problems earns consistent income. Consistency is more powerful than excitement when it comes to wealth. Here's where most people unknowingly limit themselves. They discover their skill, but they still price it like a job. That's the mistake. Jobs charge for time. Value charges for results. If you charge per hour, you punish yourself for being efficient. If you charge per outcome, you reward yourself for being effective. Imagine you solve a problem for a company that saves them a huge amount of money. Should you earn less just because you solved it quickly? Of course not. You didn't sell time, you sold a solution, and solutions are what people actually pay for. The highest earners don't just sell skills, they build systems. Here's the difference. If your income stops when you stop working, you own a job. If your income continues without you, you own an asset. Your goal is to transform what you know into something repeatable, teachable, structured, and scalable. That's how small abilities become large income streams. Package your skill. Give it a name. Give it steps. Give it structure. When your ability becomes a method, people stop seeing you as help. They start seeing you as an expert. Helpers are easy to replace. Experts are not. Here's a mindset shift that can change your financial direction. Stop presenting yourself as available. Start presenting yourself as valuable. Scarcity increases demand. That's why exclusive things feel premium, not because they're magical, but because they're positioned as rare. People don't trust claims, they trust proof. So document your results. Show before and after. Show problem solved. Show time saved. Show money saved. Show outcomes achieved. When you have proof, something powerful happens. You stop chasing clients. Clients start chasing you. You also need to change how you describe yourself. Stop saying, I just help people with. Start saying, I specialize in solving this specific problem. Specificity creates credibility, and credibility attracts income. The real crisis isn't unemployment. The real crisis is untapped potential. Millions of people are walking around with high-value abilities packaged as low-value jobs. You don't need another certificate. You don't need permission. You don't need perfection. You need awareness. Because the moment you identify your invisible asset, you stop chasing income. You start building it. Before you go, answer this for yourself. What's one thing you do easily that others struggle with? That could be your first hidden asset. Share this message with someone who works hard but feels stuck. It might change how they see themselves. And remember this, stop working only for money. Start making your skills work for you. I'll see you in the next video.